Hello everyone. This episode is actually tied to some comments that were left on one of my videos. A guy actually said to me, "Remind me not to date you." And I'm thinking to myself when I read that, I'm like, okay, well shit, what the fuck was I talking about for him to say, "Remind me not to date you"? But when I thought more and more and long and hard about that statement, "Remind me not to date you," a number of things came to mind. One, the motherfucker's off in the head. His shit is misfiring. Because if you need someone to remind you not to do some shit, that means you don't have it all together. Yes, that means your brain is fucking misfiring or going too slow to actually function and exist in this world. But that's neither here nor there. So I reflected on his statement, "Remind me not to date you." And I decided to actually reply to his comment. And I said, well, I don't have a problem reminding you all day and all night not to date me. Because clearly, if you have some type of memory issues, if you got to be reminded not to date some shit, clearly you got some memory issues. So I told him, I'll remind you all day and all damn night not to date me, because you're going to have a hard time not wanting to date me. Right? Makes sense. You can't remember shit. You need to be reminded. That means I'm so magnetic that you can't stay the fuck away from me. Naturally, look at me, listen to me. That makes sense. So I decided I'll help a brother out. I will keep reminding you. You keep coming back to me, I'll keep reminding you not to come back. You keep coming back to me, I'll remind you not to keep coming back. We can do this dance for the rest of your goddamn life. So then he replied back to me saying, "Is something wrong with you? That's not what I meant." I laughed. Wait, what do you mean that's not what you meant? You asked me to remind you not to date me. So anybody that needs a motherfucking reminder, that means your short-term and long-term memory, it doesn't work. They don't work at all. Now you're saying, "Tara, difficult and demanding," you know what the fuck you meant. Of course I know what the fuck you meant. But what y'all don't realize is I'm motherfucking smart. I'm very smart. I take shit, I twist it, and I serve it back to you on a platter, motherfucking cold, with a smile on my pretty ass motherfucking face. Yes, I took his statement literally. Of course, he meant it figuratively. I don't give a fuck what he meant, because it's all about what I want and how I want to do it, and we're going to do it my way all day and all goddamn night. So since the son of a bitch has memory issues, and since I'm the loving, generous, difficult person that I am, I have no problem reminding him. Because anybody who's in their right mind and anybody who's in their wrong damn mind will keep coming back to me, whether you have sense or no motherfucking sense at all. And I will remind you not to date me. So I'm thinking about this statement. This dude doesn't know me. This dude made some judgments about me about a video. Now, for y'all that can't figure this shit out, this video is for entertainment purposes. It has hues of truth. It has hues of exaggerated nonsense. But at the end of the day, I'm here to amuse you, and more importantly, to amuse my damn self. So he went out of his way to leave a comment that says, "Remind me not to date you." I've already determined, ascertained that he has some type of fucking mental disorder. But let's go behind that statement. He left a derogatory statement in a public forum, which was supposed to be insulting to me. But if you really look at that statement is saying a lot more to me. What he's trying to do is he's trying to shame me. He's trying to make me feel bad for who I am or how I portray myself to be. Now, I don't know, or maybe someone can explain this to me, why people seem to have this belief system that because someone's putting themselves out there, they're going to take shit from other people. Comments, side eyes, opinions, whatever. Just because I put my motherfucking self out here does not make me a doormat for any motherfucking body. See, what I do is I believe in taking negative and I make that shit positive. I use that to my benefit. And I've said that in my last video. If you come ringing my doorbell, you will find me at home. So before you come knocking on my motherfucking door, you better really think long and hard about whether you want to visit me. Because I am unforgettable. Either I'll have you loving me or wanting to kill me. But either way, I stay with you. Now he wants me to remind him not to date me. What he's trying to tell me is that I am not acting like a quote unquote appropriate woman. Now, what is a quote unquote appropriate woman? Tell me, who defines how I should behave? Who defines how I should think? Who defines how I should speak? Who the fuck are you to think you can come to fucking my motherfucking lap and tell me who I should be and how? And most importantly, what he was trying to tell me is that you're not a good enough woman. And because if you were, I would want to date you. See, motherfucker, that's where you made your first mistake with me. What gave you the goddamn impression that I would even entertain you when I'm almost on my deathbed? What gave you that impression? What gave you the impression that you will ever be in my motherfucking league? That's quite presumptuous of you. Quite presumptuous of you. You, if you had your shit together, wouldn't be leaving comments on my post. You would actually approach me in a brazen way. So since you're a bitch-ass motherfucker who's leaving bitch-ass type of comments on my post, you could never be of the caliber to even begin to think of entertaining the thought of approaching someone of my caliber. And if I confuse the rest of y'all, I understand. Rewind the shit and watch it again. It was highly presumptuous of you to assume you can get someone like me. Highly presumptuous. And the fact that you're so fucking stupid not to realize that, oh, there's some intelligence behind her fucking ratchetness and her fucking curse words. Yes. You see, my work, people seem to take it very literally. But it's actually a creative approach. And some of you may think, well, this shit is not so creative. All you're doing is doing a whole bunch of curse words. But what you don't understand is I am illustrating with my curse words that shit means nothing. Curse words mean nothing unless you make it something. And that is why I'm trying to expand you people's mind. You see, when you give life to something, you pay attention to something, that is when it becomes something. But if you take the best and leave the rest, all this other shit falls by the wayside. So people like to presume that they know who I am and how I am just because I talk a whole bunch of crazy shit and I curse a lot. I do that to rattle you. I do it because I'm not supposed to. So when you sit here and tell me not to remind me not to date you, all that does is that calls me to buck the fuck up. You want to know what buck the fuck up means? Look up buck. When a horse bucks. When a horse bucks, you can really get your ass motherfucking kicked. So if you didn't like me at level 1, when you tell me something like remind me not to date you, I go to fucking level 10 and I will buck on your fucking bitch ass first. Second, if you didn't like what you heard and you didn't like what you saw, you could have turned that shit off, but you couldn't turn it off. You can't turn me off. And even when the video motherfucking ends, I stay the fuck with you. And that is your motherfucking problem. You wish you had what I had, that you can leave an impression on someone and get someone to leave comments, whether they're beautiful comments or they're hater comments. But you wish that you could move someone to get them to go above and beyond and out of their way to leave comments. I love comments. I love good comments. I love bad comments. I love no comments at all. You want to know why? Because I'm going to keep doing me. I'm going to keep doing what the fuck I need to do. Really intelligent people will see beyond my facade. They will see beyond all the crazy dramatic shit that I do and get the seeds or nuggets of gold that I'm offering. But your 2-penny, 2-brain cell ass can't figure that shit out. So first, I would never date you because you couldn't even begin to keep me the fuck awake longer than a second to engage with you. Second, next time you go leave some comments, you think about that shit. Think long and hard about how stupid you are making yourself seem. Remind me not to date you. Tells me your shit is not together. Your brain motherfucking misfires. And I don't misfire. I shoot straight between your motherfucking eyes and I hit the first goddamn time. 2, no one can tell me or anyone else how to be as a woman or a man. Who defines that shit? Where you get it from? Huh? Who decides what is a man? Who decides what is a woman? You cannot confine me. I cannot be confined. And a smart motherfucker would realize that and leave well enough alone. You see, when you leave well enough alone, that's when my waves calm the fuck down. But if you come fucking with me, then tsunami, difficult and demanding, will wipe your ass out. Simple. Makes sense to me. Doesn't make sense to you? And guys, let me tell you something. When you're on social media and all that, and you're putting yourself out there, first, do not be afraid to put yourself out there creatively. Whatever way that you choose to do it, don't be afraid. 2, expect haters. Because when you expect them, you're ready for them. When you're ready for them, you can handle those motherfuckers. Because all they're looking for is to be handled. All they're looking for is to be handled. And depending on my mood and how you move me, I may filter the shit down, water it down, smooth it out. I may ruffle your motherfucking feathers, then smooth it out. Or I may ignore your ass and create goddamn videos talking about your son of a bitch ass. It depends on what moves me. I'm very fluid. If you rub me the right way, you may be pleased by what you get. You rub me the fucking wrong way, I may incinerate your ass. So it all depends on how I'm feeling and what the fuck you do and who the hell you get from me. Do not let anyone lead you to believe that there's something wrong with you. Just because this one motherfucker could not take my heat, he should have been smart enough to get the fuck out of my kitchen. Do you understand? Because I bring a lot of heat. And the right motherfucker will calm my shit the fuck down. But most motherfuckers don't know what they're doing. So what they get scorched by me. So if you don't want to be fucking scorched and you don't know how to tame a goddamn dragon, don't fuck with dragons. Let the dragon sleep. Let her sleep. Because if you don't let her sleep, I'm going to claw your ass. Don't come to me with stupid shit. Don't come to me trying to tell me how I should be as a woman. Don't go to anybody telling them how they should behave. We're all unique. We all have our own path, and we're here to live life. And if you don't like what you see, don't motherfucking look. If you don't like what you hear, cover your goddamn ears. Do you understand? That is what you can control. You cannot control me, and you cannot control anybody else. You can barely control your damn self. So when you come, fucking with difficult and demanding, I'm going to be here waiting for you. And depending on what asinine shit you do will depend on how I handle you. So, if anyone else needs a reminder not to date me, you come find me. Those of you who are wise, you'll either stay the fuck away or you will come with respect, consideration, and compassion to realize I am just entertaining y'all asses and trying to give you some seeds, nuggets of wisdom and truth in an outrageous, ridiculous manner. That's all it's about. Now, if some of you stupid ass motherfuckers who think I do this all day long, go or act like this, you're stupid. No one with my motherfucking intellect or speaks the way I do, besides the curse words, would act like that. So if you don't have enough intelligence to figure that out, you probably shouldn't be watching me in the first goddamn place, because my stuff is intelligent. It is a dichotomy. I do what I'm not supposed to do. I talk about what I'm not supposed to talk about, and I do it in a way that is not appropriate, all to prove a point. My point is, what you think is really not, and what not could really be. And if you don't understand that motherfucking riddle, you probably should stop my goddamn video. Because I am here to challenge you, help you grow, and break out those modes of stupidity that life has us living in. That's it. I'm here to expand your motherfucking mind and break modes, and do it having fun and looking fucking fabulous at the same goddamn time. So think very carefully about how you approach me. Think very carefully about what you say. And if you come to me with love and respect, I'm cool. If you come to me and say, I don't agree with what you do and how you do, I'm fine with that too. But if you think you're going to disrespect me, insult me, and make me seem like there's something wrong with me, no, motherfucker, no. The person who has the issue is you, because I impacted you, and I will continue to impact you, and I will impact everybody that I need to in the way that I need to. So keep bringing me comments, and I'll keep making goddamn videos, but no one gets to tell me how I am and how I live my motherfucking life. I rule my world, and I suggest you get a handle of your world and live that shit instead of focusing on what the fuck I'm doing. Until the next time.